The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing. Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
A gain of 6 yards.
Now Prescott on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, boys.
To throw is Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Williams. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
For the Cowboys field goal, a 20-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's outbid it at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Tipton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Hurts completing this one quickly. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. And it'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Cowboys 3. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Play action now. Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
First down, Dallas.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
To the air again, Prescott. Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jake Ferguson,
27 yards.
and the Cowboys are once again back in front. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 10-7.
Eagles set up. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the contest.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The quick feet by Jackson.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Caught at the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat for a 1st down.
16 yards. And the Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Hurts. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Hurts sets up to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second win.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Go Silver, ready?
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
15-yard line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On second and goal, Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a fourth down.
Here we go with Williams. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yeah! There we go! Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott. For the left side, it's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go, going to 54. 26.
Now Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 7.
Now 2nd and 3.
Yeah! Here we go, 40.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Yeah! 40.
And again, it's Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect him with his legs for that first down pickup.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe have running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
3rd and 12.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
Throwing, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And throw right side, we're going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Goes right back to Smith again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Prescott to throw it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
There's that man again, it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Alpha. 63. Hey, easy, 63, bang. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll try to do it himself.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Great, set. Trimmer. No touch.
And his guy's man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown taking it in.
And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Yeah, here we go. All right, here we go, 46.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
Here's Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This is Smith to the ground. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Great. Hey, 180, hey. Out.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and a good footwork nearly all for naught. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Trimmer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of a national audience.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
2nd down and 6 now.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
Prescott down.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. To the air again, Prescott.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he wisely would throw that one away.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And 8 yards to go.
Great. Out. Anyway, huh? Carl Gianni. Hey, Silver. Hey. Tiger Hornet.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Great. Carl Gianni. Hey, easy. 63, back. Hey, 73. Yanni. 63.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. It's caught at the 10. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down at the 47-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. He's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
And the Cowboy first down.
Prescott, he's going to change things up here. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards there, and it will be first and goal.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he stopped immediately there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And Prescott.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And they're to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Luke Schoonmaker
from a yard out.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. But this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point. But, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's complete. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking up the football.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive offensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
22 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The busy night continues for Williams. He'll take this up.